What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we're back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course. And today's video, I was thinking about a video I did, and I don't know. I was scrolling on Twitter the other day. I meant to make a video about the Knicks a long time ago, but I guess here it goes now. And the Knicks are 0-9 against top 4 teams, and I don't really think that it's not all them to blame. Yes, they aren't beating the teams that they're supposed to beat, but they're still a positive record in the Eastern Conference, and they're still a top. I'm pretty sure they're the 3rd seed right now, the 3rd or the 4th seed right now, either or. But yeah, they are the 3rd seed, so they are pretty much set up to make a playoff run this season. They just got Mitchell Robinson back. If Cat could get back to that All NBA level he was playing before All-Star break, I haven't really seen it now. And Jalen Brunson was playing elite before he obviously went down in the Lakers game. So hopefully the Knicks could get back on track, because the Knicks are looking to make a playoff run this season. There's a reason why they're paying OG, they're paying Michael Bridges, they're paying Cat this amount of money, and Jalen Brunson took a pay cut just for the Knicks to organize their team. Like, I don't know what else you can ask of Jalen Brunson to do, or more of a leader of this team to do, for the Knicks to have playoff success. Yes, there's a lot of great teams. I wouldn't even say great teams in the Eastern Conference. Like, there's not a lot of teams that I would say like are damn near a finals lock. Like, I would say none of these teams are a finals lock. If you want to say the Celtics, you can do that. If you want to say the Cavs, because they have the best, they've been the best team in basketball this season. There's no doubt about it. They're 53-10. The Celtics are 46-18. The Knicks are 40-23. So obviously you got to pick your poison, which team you want to go with. You could go with the Bucks, who are right behind the Knicks, are 36-26. You could make the sneaky pick and go with the Pistons. Not the Pistons, the Pacers. The Pistons are right behind them. Right now they would play the Knicks. The Pistons will play the Knicks in the first round this season. So I wonder how many games that's going to go, because it should be an interesting series. But the Knicks would obviously be the clear-cut favorites. But I don't know. Their whole team is constructed welly, I feel like. So I don't know why they're getting blown. Every time I watch them go against a top 4 team, like, they're getting blown out. Like, I don't really understand how the fuck is that happening. Like, I don't really know. But all I know is Michael Bridges has really not been that option that Knicks fans expected him to be. Like, they paid 4 first-round picks to get him. Yes, he's averaging 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, but he hasn't been playing at a high enough level where the Knicks are justified giving 4 first-round picks for a player of Michael Bridges' caliber, to him to be just a role player and have one good game out of a few. Like, he just dropped 22 against the Clippers, yes, but that was his first 20-point game since February 26th, and that was like 2 weeks ago. Against the Lakers, he had 6 points. Against the Warriors, he had 15. Against the Heat, he had 5. Against the Grizzlies, against the 76ers, he had 28 points. So that was really his last good game since the Clippers game. So I don't know, what do you expect from Michael Bridges come playoff time? Because we haven't really seen him in the playoffs since the Suns days. Yes, he did make the Suns a way better team with him, but can we expect the 2021 Michael Bridges to step it up again? Like, I don't really know what we can expect here. Or the 2022 Michael Bridges, because that's when I saw him making a leap. But obviously he went right back down Brooklyn. When he went to Brooklyn, he averaged 26 points when he first got there. So I expected him to make a growth from there. The next season, he had a down year. He averaged 19.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. And this season now, like I said, he's averaging 17. So I don't know what you can expect from him. He's not an elite perimeter defender like they're trying to pay him out to be. I just don't see that. He's a good defender, yes, but I don't see him locking down major wings. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But another key part to the Knicks' success is Josh Hart. And Josh Hart has been having a career season or so far. Like, he's been having a career year. Like, this season, he's averaging 14.5 points per game, basically 10 rebounds, and basically 5.5 assists. And he's really the glue guy to this Knicks team. Like, if Josh Hart has a good game, it's pretty sure that the Knicks are going to most likely win or compete in a high level game, for Josh Hart to be one of the best players in the game is kind of fucking crazy. He had a 30-point game this season. I didn't really see that happening for Josh Hart, but it's good for him. And he's really a monster on the glass. Like, February 23rd against Boston, he has 11 rebounds. February 26th against Philly, he has 17 rebounds. March 6th, he had fucking 10 rebounds. March 7th, he had 20 rebounds. So he's another high crasher, like, on the offensive boards or the defensive rebounds. Really, he's just a hustler, and that's what the Knicks really need, or that's what you need come playoff time. So hopefully Josh Hart could step up his production more, but I don't know. I just don't think you could rely on Josh Hart to have big moments, because he is really streaky or up and down sometimes, but when he's on, he's on. So we obviously know that. And then OG Anunoby, he's supposed to be one of their most important players, because they obviously paid him like he was one of the most important players, and he's having one of his best seasons too. He's not having the amount of money he's had making one of those seasons, but he is having a good season. He averaging 16.5 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Basically, he's the second best shooter, or the third best shooter if you want to count Deuce McBride, who was a great piece off the bench, great sixth man. I'm not going to include him in this video, but we all know, if you're watching this video, you know how much Deuce brings to the Knicks. So whenever somebody's having an off game, Tibbs subs in Deuce. And that same could go for Mitchell Robinson. Pretty much when Cat gets into foul trouble, you sub in Mitchell Robinson, who is that defensive center that the Knicks have been needing, that rim protector, because obviously they have been lacking that with Cat, because he's not a rim protector at all whatsoever. But OG has, I don't know, if OG has a good game, that just makes the Knicks better, I would say. Like, you can't really bank on, like, these role players, like I'm trying to say. You got to bank on your stars. And going into that, we're going to go into Karl Anthony Towns, who's having a career season, basically. Not really a career season for him, but he's having a great season coming off the trade from Minnesota. Cat is averaging 24 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 3 assists. The leading rebounder in the association today. So, I don't know. He's been playing hard since he got to New York. I can say that I expected Karl Anthony Towns to play this like this, because Cat is nice, bro. It's just he's been 1A and 1B to Anthony Edwards. Like, now that he's playing with Jalen Brunson, who is a point guard and who has to get him involved, Karl Anthony Towns has been, on some nights, the best player on the Knicks. And I don't know how people couldn't see that Karl Anthony Towns is one of the best centers in the league. It was pretty obvious for a couple years now, before he went to the power forward position. I feel like it was fucking Jokic, Embiid, and then Cat. I didn't feel like it was no other three. Now it's kind of hard to rank them, because obviously Wemby's a center, so you gotta put him in the rankings. And if Cat has a great year or a great postseason, the Knicks could go all the way to the finals. I feel like if Cat plays like the way he played early in the regular season, there's not going to be a big man in the East that can stop him, because what the hell? Like, I'm trying to think of a big man. Probably Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, just because of their defensive tenacity, but that's really it. I can't see Porzingis stopping him. And then Giannis, I guess Giannis or Brook Lopez could do it, but I don't know. Like, this postseason could rely heavily on Cat. And then obviously the team captain for the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson. He's averaging 26 points, 3 rebounds, and 7.5 assists. He's averaging the most assists he's ever averaged in his career. So it's great that Brunson has stepped up his playmaking hugely, because they're going to need this playmaking Jalen Brunson and scoring Jalen Brunson. So it's great that he is picking his spots well. Like, the Lakers game, like, that was the first game I watched of the Knicks in a while, and Jalen Brunson was doing everything perfectly before he unfortunately went down for injury. He's supposed to come back in 2 weeks, so hopefully he can still, there's not rust factor there, but I feel like he was just warming up before the playoffs, because before that 39 game, he had 25, 31, 23, 34, 22, 26, 22. But I don't know, man. I hope the Knicks could make a playoff run, because obviously I'm from New York, so it would be fun to watch the Knicks go far in the playoffs. But there's a lot of flaws, and there's a lot of good things about the Knicks, but I don't think that the narrative is justified where the 0-9 team, they're trying to point out that there can't be a top 4 team. I just don't see it. Like, I feel like they're just bad nights. But let me know how y'all feel about that narrative and how y'all feel about the Knicks. I got some videos right here. If you enjoyed this video you just watched, video on the right, video on the left, and click on it.